Whether it lives up to the hype or not, this game will be one of the biggest releases of the year, which isn't news to anyone. However, what is shocking is that I have never played any Bethesda game in my entire life. Nope, not a single Fallout or Elder Scrolls game, not even Skyrim. I know, I should probably hand over my gamer card right now. I will one day get around to playing these older games, but right now, something is upon the horizon that has really caught my eye. Starfield, a game many years in the making, is finally ready for release, and I'm going to be playing it. My first ever Bethesda game. First of all, I'd like to talk about my love for space. Now, I'm not very clued up on it because my memory is literally made of chicken wire, but I adore learning about the worlds beyond our own. Starfield seems to capture the feelings of emptiness, vastness, and the complete isolation that traveling the galaxy would embed in you, as well as some amazing spaceports and cities. So far, these cities look nothing short of incredible, from the towering futuristic buildings of New Atlantis to the Wild West-inspired streets of Aquila City, not to mention Neon, the Pleasure City. They all feel unique and authentic. There is to be over 1,000 planets in Starfield, with many handcrafted ones, but with many more that are procedurally generated. Only 10% of the planets will be inhabited with humans, and the rest could be empty deserts or barren, unforgiving landscapes. Some people might think this is a negative, but I think space is pretty damn empty in reality. And most planets are simply unsuited for life. I'll refer you to this video from Lasers about how the emptiness is a feature. It pretty much sums up my feelings about this. Link to his video will be in the description. I'm a huge proponent of having great stories in games, which is sometimes even more important than the gameplay itself for me. That's probably controversial, but my favorite games are always the ones with stories that move me or make me think. Starfield seems to have a very well thought out world, as seen here in the story so far that's on the main website, where it explains all the events leading up to when Starfield takes place. There are tensions between colonies and collectives. Wars have been fought between them. A lot has happened in space since humans first arrived on Mars in the year 2050. In 2159, the United Colonies was established, and then 2188, the Free Star Collective was formed. In the year 2196, a war breaks out between these two factions in the first outer space conflict. Reading all this makes me feel like they have really thought this lore through and have developed a narrative that will have substance and something to think about as it weaves its story through the lore it has already planned out. Maybe I'm hyping myself up into believing things that are not in the game, but I feel like each character is going to be written with this history in mind. Where they come from will impact how they act and treat your character depending on where you are from and who you are allied with. I am also drawn to the fact that this is set within our universe, with Earth and Mars being mentioned, and the capital of New Atlantis residing within the triple star system of Alpha Centauri, that contains the star Proxima Centauri, which is the closest star to Earth. It all seems extremely interesting, and I'm ready to take a huge bite out of the story of Starfield. Enjoying the video? Why not like the video for me? It only takes a second, but it truly helps the channel out. Thank you. Alrighty, so let's be honest here, my friends. This game looks very pretty, and I greatly appreciate the art style they have gone with. Not super realistic, but futuristic sci-fi nonetheless. As far as I'm aware, Bethesda has never been on the forefront of graphics, and to be honest, I don't think that matters. I mean, look at Elden Ring, an absolutely gorgeous game because of its art direction. It looks like a painting. Even though the fidelity is actually quite low compared to modern day games, it still looks amazing. That aside, this game is inspiring. I looked at it and wanted to become a game developer all over again like I did when I was 15. These planets, worlds, cities, landscapes, towns, settlements, space stations, space debris, it all looks real. Not in the perfect graphics kind of way, but in a way that it all looks like it fits in this universe and that it could be a real place. I just want to run over every little hill around every corner and explore every inch of this world. Obviously, that's going to be very hard with 1,000 planets, but you get what I mean. It's intriguing in a way that I haven't felt since Elden Ring. Exploration is going to be a huge part of this game, and I am very excited about it. There's just one more thing I have to mention in this section of the video, and that's that the generated planets are all created to resemble real-life planets based on how far they are from their sun, and what that would mean for their atmospheres, landscapes, and life on the planets. That is all based on NASA data, so that's pretty cool. Is it data or data? I'm from New Zealand, but I genuinely can't remember how I used to say it. So some of you might not know that I used to be a Minecraft YouTuber, and I have also played and loved Satisfactory for a while now, so it will come as no surprise that I am really looking forward to the ship and base building that is in this game. It just looks like a lot of fun. There are loads of modules and habitats which all have unique ways of decorating them as far as I can tell. They didn't go into huge amounts of detail with the building, so yeah. I'd like you guys to comment down below what you are most excited for in this game. I'm really interested to hear from you guys on this one. Now, in general, I am someone who doesn't play PvP shooters or anything, so I'm not very skilled at shooting. However, I am competent enough to get through any shooters I have played. But the thing I like about Starfield is that it's not just a shooter when it comes to combat. You can make stealth builds, melee builds, shooter builds with different kinds of guns with ballistic, magnetic, or even energy weapons. It's all here in Starfield. There seems to be a large amount of weapons and mods to make them your own to fit into the different playstyles, and that is really cool. I am usually a stealth player, but I think I might switch it up when playing this game. Because it looks like there's a lot of cool explosions and guns and grenades and all sorts of cool stuff like that. So, you know, at heart, I have to go with the explosions, you know? There is also ship combat, which seems intriguing, as there are many ways to approach other ships in the game. You can be diplomatic, or you could be a complete pirate and just board and steal everything, and even take a ship for yourself. I like the freedom and realism of these things. There is also an energy allocation system, kinda like other space IPs, where you can reroute the power to different parts of the ship. For example, boosting engine will make you fly faster, or putting more power towards a shield will make your shield stronger. Character creators are something I didn't used to be a huge fan of, but as the grey begins to appear in my hair, I have started to appreciate these kinds of things a lot more. And in Starfield, well, they have gone all out on the RPG side of the character creator, making you able to create a gigantic amount of different characters from looks to background and traits. It all looks interesting, and I am really hoping it all affects how people treat you and how things happen in the game. There seems to be a lot of skill upgrades and all that kind of stuff as well, which is going to hurt my chicken wire brain, but once I get into things like this, I really enjoy trying to min-max my builds and things like that, so I'm sure I will be addicted to this system in no time. Also, there seems to be Kiwis in this game, so I'm super happy about that. I don't remember hearing a New Zealand accent in a game since Far Cry 3.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
I am not usually one for hype, as I have been burned too many times by the gaming industry, so I'm trying to keep a lid on my enthusiasm for this game. And although it seems like it's going to be great, and I'm very optimistic, I have to remember that this game is extremely ambitious and is shot for the stars, and may not make it, but if it doesn't, it may well fall on a cloud, and I'd be pretty happy with that. Please click on one of my other videos on screen now if you'd like to see more of my content. If you enjoyed the video, why not let me know by hitting the like button and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of my future gaming content. Thank you to my patrons, Alex Applegate and Justin Krim, and thanks for watching everyone. Sticks out.